got King Julian on the gay spot. I love how all the girls move their body. And when you move your body, you're moving nice and sweet and sassy. Alright?
Are you moving?
And you don't need no makeup. Original body makeup.
Now, look, guys, I didn't go to bed till 6 o'clock this morning because I was on a plane. So if I can move, you can move. Woo! All right, who's excited? Put it in the comments. Let me know. I can't wait to hear from you today because you are what makes things happen here at Hooray. Move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. We like to move it, move it. Move it, move it. We like to move it, move it. We like to move it, move it. All right. Are you jumping on? Where is everybody? Come on. Let me hear you. Let me see you. Talk to me, guys. Let me know that you're here. All right. Tell your friends. All right. Let's go ahead and cut that music off here. There we go. All right. So it's great to see you guys. I've missed you for a whole week. Did you miss me? You know, because I know you had a great time last week. In fact, I just got this long list of things that I have to mail out. My gosh, I need to be careful who I put in charge of things when I leave because otherwise they give away the store, right? But you know what? I'm excited that so many of you showed up last week. I am hoping that you are going to tag your friends right now and get them on here as well, because we do want to make sure that we have a big group of people here. We have lots to talk about and lots to cover. And of course, we have some really big things coming up here on Thursday, but we have to finish up Wednesday, it's like, which is our Friday first, right? So right now I want to share with you a little quote here that I think is a real apropos for the time. And it says, are you waiting for success to arrive? Or are you going out to find where it is hiding? And I really think this is an important one for us to remember as we come to the close of this month. And you know, maybe this month has not been the greatest month you've ever wanted it to be. Maybe you've had fantastic success this month. Maybe you just got lucky and something fell in your lap. You know, really and truly, success comes because we put the work in. And the only time that you know, we can really exceed our expectations is when we do the work. And you know that the only place luck comes before work is in the dictionary, right? Because we have to put the work in to get lucky. You know, there's a whole study that's done on people who are lucky, people who, you know, always are winning things, people who have good things happen to them. And they have shown that most of those, you know, that the majority of the people who consider themselves lucky are not lucky just because they were born under the right star. They're lucky because they put themselves in a position to experience good things, for good things to happen to them. Whether it's in business, they keep showing up, they keep doing the work, they keep making the calls, they keep putting themselves out there so that they're in front of more people. They put themselves in a position of like winning the lottery. Okay, how many of you have ever won the lottery? You know, and it's like, how many of us go around saying, man, if I could just win that lottery? Well, the key thing here is that you have to buy a ticket to win the lottery, right? You have to go buy the lottery ticket. And I'll be honest, I think maybe I've bought one lottery ticket my whole life. And I just never have. But they've shown that people who win the lottery don't just go buy the lottery ticket once. I mean, every once in a while that happens, but they still had to buy a lottery ticket. But people who win the lottery are typically people who buy lottery tickets every single day. They buy them regularly. They're always showing up, you know, and getting themselves in there. And then statistically, they find that people who win the lottery more than once do, you know, that more people who won once will win again because they don't give up, because they won. So now they think they can win again. So they keep buying tickets. So they're statistically more likely to win because they keep buying the tickets. They didn't give up. They didn't quit. And that is the same thing that happens in our business, is that we have to keep showing up. We have to keep doing the work so that we get the results. And we have to do it even though we don't see the results today. Because I bought a lottery ticket last week and I didn't win. So I bought one the next day and I didn't win. And I bought one the next day and I didn't win. And I bought one the next day and I didn't win. And I did that over and over and over until one day I won. And wow, I got lucky. But you know what? I didn't really get lucky. I put in the work. I put myself in the mix, the statistical mix that says that I have a better chance of being the number that's called because I'm there. Same thing happens in our business, guys. When you are asking people every single day to help you in your business, when you are showing up and sharing things about our business every single day, the likelihood that you're going to hit somebody that says, oh, I want that, are greater than if you do it once in a while, when you do it sporadically, when you remember to post something today, but you haven't posted for a month. This is the key to success in our business. So are you sitting there waiting for it to happen? And I've had this happen before. I've had people say to me, yeah, I want your job. I want to join Tupperware so I can have your job. And I go, more power to you, because you know what? I've been in this job a long time and I've shown up every single day to do this business. So if you want to show up every day and work as hard as I do to get where I am, come at it, because it's there for you. It's there for each and every one of us. But for most of us, and I will say that, everybody who is an overnight success is an overnight success because they've been there every night for years. Every star that's out there, every musician that's out there, every person who's successful in our business goes through the work, goes through the challenges, goes through the different things that they can do. So I want you to put in the comments right now something that a time in your life when you realize that you have shown up and you did the work so that you could experience success. Maybe you have to go all the way back to maybe when you were in high school and you were on the track team, or you were trying out for cheerleader, or trying out for a play, and you had to keep working at it and working at it and working at it to get that part, to get on the team, to win the race. Go ahead and I want you to think about that, because it is so important to remember when we have had success at something that we set out to do, it wasn't because we sat and waited. It was because we got up early and we did the work. I remember a friend of mine that was a swimmer, and he was a competitive swimmer, and he would get up every morning and he would go swim for an hour and a half every morning before he went to school. After he got it at school, after school, he would go and he would practice for another hour and a half every afternoon, because that was what he had to do to get better, so that he would be at the best, so he could find success at what he did. He didn't complain about it. He just did the work. He knew that if I do this, I put myself in that position that when everything comes together, I will be in the right place to be the winner. And that's what it is. Last week, as we were on our adventures, and thank you, Donna Joe, for welcoming us back. It is great to be back. And I did check in on you guys, and I did think about you. But as we were going, I had the opportunity to visit with several friends of mine. And that's one of the great things about our Tupperware business, is we make friends all over the place. And while we were out there, I had the opportunity actually to meet with several different friends, 3 different friends in particular, and talk to them. And they're people that I've known in my Tupperware life at different points, over the years. And I love finding out people's stories and where they came from and how they got there. And you got a chance to see me do an interview. And if you missed it, I'm going to encourage you to go back and watch. It was last Thursday when I did Hip Hop Hooray. And of course, we had done a little cooking demo earlier in the day on my personal page, and we were learning how to make biscuits. Charlie taught us all how to make homemade biscuits. And then I made some red-eye gravy so that we could share with them what country ham and red-eye gravy was all about, and homemade biscuits. And then we did, I had this interview with her. And one of the things that I think is important to take away from, as I was talking to my friend Kirsten, is that when she started in Tupperware, she started like all of us. She got a kit and she held a party. And that was when we did all in-home parties, and she was doing in-home parties. And she's going along and having fun, and she's got some kids, and it's working around her family. And then Tupperware went through a change. And at that time, Marcia, let's say, her business leader decided to leave the business. And so when her business leader left the business, she was left on her own. She had no one to call. She was not that experienced in the business. She hadn't been in that long. And so she had to kind of muddle through and figure out what to do. And it reminded me that she says, I didn't want this job. I didn't want to be a business leader. I just wanted to run my team and take care of my people. And when I was a manager, actually, I wasn't a manager. When I was a consultant in Tupperware, when I first started, I was perfectly happy doing what I was doing. And then my manager, that day would have been like a director, she was moving. She was moving out of the country. And so I had a choice that she's leaving. I'm going to be on my own. I'm either going to have to go under somebody else, or I can just be kind of a leader myself. And so I made the decision that even though I didn't really want to be a manager, I didn't think I was ready to be a manager, I was willing to take that opportunity that presented itself, luck, and do the work to make it successful. And so I didn't hide from it. I grabbed it and I went with it. So in her case, she did. And she goes along for several years doing exactly what she was doing. And then she got pregnant again, which was very unexpected. She had, her oldest one was already like 8 years old, and she wasn't expecting to have another child. And she got pregnant, and her husband lost his job. So then it became only Tupperware was what they had to live off of. So once again, she got lucky by showing up to do the work. And as she shared in that little video that we did, she got up and she did she had a party every single day. And sometimes she had two, or she did something every day to get sales coming in. So she could come home at the end of the day and hand her husband, here's $100 for us to buy groceries for tomorrow to feed our family, because she had this newborn baby and she had 3 other kids, and she was the breadwinner for the family. And so I share this because we're always in situations where we have to make a choice, and we have to decide we're going to show up and do the work every single day. We're not going to hide. We're not going to hide behind a screen. We're not going to just post and think it might happen. We're going to do the work. We're going to get down and dirty. We're going to dig in. We're going to show our true grit. We're going to pull ourselves up by the bootstraps, and we're going to put our big girl panties on. And that's what I like to say. I got to put my big girl panties on and deal with my life, because that's really what it's all about. So I share that with you because 10 years ago, she was in that hole. She was in that space where she didn't know whether they were going to make it or not. Today, 10 years later, she is the number one she leads the number one company in the United States. And her company is selling over $35 million. Guys, her company alone sells more than our entire region. So we all have this opportunity. And are we waiting for it to arrive? Or are we going to go find where it's hiding? Because here's the other thing that she did that is so important to remember, is that she looked for opportunities to try something new. And she had come from a computer background. She had worked at Microsoft. She knew that there was a lot you could do with technology, and there was a lot you could do virtual that maybe would help you expand your reach. And so she started to work with that. She was still doing in-home parties, her team was, but they were now starting to do things virtual. And now today, 2020 proved we all could do this. There's a huge shift. 95% of her people do their business virtual. They are in every state in the union, and they are holding parties every single day virtually. And that's really what it comes down to. Now, my second friend that I went to see has been in Tupperware about half as long as I have. And she came in also from someone who had very humble beginnings. Her mom was a single mom. Her mom was, she said, my mom was a hippie. You know, we lived in a tent half the time. And she found this Tupperware business, and it gave her a home, a place that she could thrive. And as she grew a terrific team and a company. And then, you know, we've all gone through these changes. And that's one of the things that she was saying is that, you know, I'm having to adapt. I'm having to learn new things because it's not easy for me. But she's not sitting there waiting for it to arrive. She is seeking out, how do I learn what to do? How do I learn new things? And that's the key to what we do. And my final friend that I went and saw, as someone that had been in Tupperware for many years, as we have. And when Tupperware went through a very tough economic time, and the company was struggling, she and her husband decided for them that maybe it was time to get out. And so they left Tupperware. And she had to go get a job. And that she got a job, and a very good job, working for another direct sales company, a network marketing company, in their corporate office. And she became, you know, a vice president of sales development and worked with them for many years until a few years ago, that company got audited, got basically shut down by the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, because in network marketing, there's certain things you can do, certain things you can't do. And they were kind of playing that edge. And so for those people who had been building downlines like we are in our company, that had lost, they basically lost their downlines overnight because they no longer could work that way. They could not recruit people any longer because the way they were doing it violated FTC. So here she was. She had left a very successful business to take this step because she was unsure of what the future held, to go to this other company that 10 years later suffered financial issues and imploded on itself. So she left for what she thought was a greener pasture, and then found out that maybe it isn't so green over there either. And so the key to this is that success is there for every one of us. It's just a matter of how we approach it and what we do with it. And the other thing that I want to bring up to you all, because I think it's so important that we really look at things with open eyes. And sometimes people tell me that I wear rose-colored glasses, and I don't. But I am a very optimistic realist. And what that means is that I look at things as they are, and then I look at it and say, what's in my control and what isn't? And if it's not in my control, then I am not going to spend my time and energy looking at that, because that would take you down a dark hole. But I will look at the things that I can do and the things that I am in charge of, and I'm going to focus on that. And that's where the optimism comes in. And that's where I am going out to find success. So I'm going to ask you right now, are you going to go out and find success? Are you going to go look a little bit harder, dig a little bit deeper, stick your heels in the mud, grab hold to the rope and start pulling? Just really focus on, what can I do? Because life is going to happen around us all the time. We're always going to go through difficult times. We're always going to have things that happen to us. And we have to put on our big girl panties and do the work every single day. So I thought this was kind of an interesting, because I was talking to someone this weekend, and they were going, the economy and it's really tough, and people, just aren't spending any money. And I'm going to go, I was just on a vacation and I saw people spending a lot of money where they were. And they weren't all people who obviously were well off. I mean, because some of them were driving kind of podunk cars. Some of them were camping in a tent. Some of them were in an RV. So maybe they did have a little bit more money. But the key thing here is that people are going to spend money on what they want to spend money on. But this is what I thought was really interesting. Since Tupperware started, okay, so we've been around for 76 years. Since we started, the United States has gone through 10 economic recessions. 10 economic recessions, times when everybody thought the bottom was falling out and things were tough. And I've been with Tupperware 42 of those 76, and I have gone through some of those economic recessions, and I've been able to stick with it, dig in, work a little harder through those times because I focused on what I'm in control of, and I made it through. And I did it sometimes really successfully, much more so than everybody else. People are going, what's your secret? What are you doing that we're not doing? And I'm just going, I show up for work. I show up and I just keep doing what I know makes the difference in this business. So the last time that we had an economic recession was in the United States, was in 2007. It's one of the longest ones. It lasted for 18 months. And we went through this. And that was at a time when Tupperware went through a huge economic upheaval. They changed our compensation program. They changed our structures. They changed how we did business, basically. And a lot of people were afraid because they didn't know what was coming next. And because it was tough, they quit. But see, here's the thing. If you just stick through it, my friend Kirsten was there when that happened, when that economic upturn happened, and her business leader left, and she's left on her own. She dug in and she showed up and did the work so that she can be here. I showed up, did the work so I can be here. Some of the people that are in our company showed up, did the work that they're here today. And this is your time, folks. This is your time to show up and do the work and come out brighter on the other side. So I'm going to share with you a couple of things tonight that I found made a big difference for me during especially economic times, both in the 80s when I went through it, in the 90s when I went through it, and in the 2000s when I went through it. Things that worked really, really well to help us manage these changes, because there's always going to be changes. There's always going to be things that are happening, and we need to be adaptable so that we can make those things happen, so we can change with that. Because here's the deal. We've been around for 76 years. And 95% of the people out there know the name Tupperware. They have Tupperware in their house. Sometimes they don't know it's Tupperware. Sometimes they think it's Tupperware, but it's not. But people know the name Tupperware. And if they have Tupperware in their home, they will tell you it is much better than anything else that's out there. If I have a choice of buying Tupperware or something else, I'm going to invest. And I use that word because it's an important word, because you're investing in Tupperware. They're going to use it so that they can keep building, so they can, they're going to use it because it's going to last and they're going to have this product that works really better. So something I used to do at my parties, when we did in-home parties, is I would have 2 bags. And in one of them, I had like a Rubbermaid bowl. And then the other one, I had a Tupperware bowl. And I'd pass them around. And I would have them put their hands in each bag and say, I want you just to notice what you feel and what feels different. And kind of like, tell me what you think. And we passed it around. And over and over, it was always like, this one, oh my gosh, this one is thicker. This one feels sturdier. This one feels more substantial. And so what they were doing is they were recognizing that Tupperware is quality, and they could see the difference. And there's all kinds of fun little things we can tell people. That Tupperware did this survey one time, and they called it the Fishbowl Test. And they took a super seal, and that's like the stuff you buy at the dollar store, kind of like your Ziploc kind of containers. They took a Rubbermaid bowl, and they took a Tupperware bowl, and they put the things on, the tops on them, the lids. Okay, we always call our seals because we know they're better, but they on there, and they put them with a weight inside of a fishbowl. Now, how many of you are scuba divers? Any scuba divers out there? If you're a scuba diver, go ahead and let me know that. And tell me what happens when you go down in the water. When you start going deeper, 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 what happens? Okay, if you know, put it in the comments. All right, because Charlie's looking to see who's commenting, right? Who's paying attention. And if you're not a scuba diver, you might know this answer. And the answer is the pressure builds, right? pressure builds. And one of the things that you can't go but so deep, you got to have your oxygen, of course, so you can breathe, but you can't go but so deep, because then you get something called the bends, where the bubbles of oxygen in your lungs are trying to, like, they're fighting the pressure on them gets so big that it's painful. And so that wants to pop out. And so it wants to get out. And that's why you can't go but so deep when you go scuba diving, because your body fights it. Well, in this fishbowl test, what they did is they put the lids on them, they put these weights in them, they put them in this bowl, and they covered it, and they started to put pressure on it. They started to, like, pull the air out of it, which is basically what happens when you're going deep, deep, deep in the water. Before they could even turn the camera on, they started the pressure, and then click. The one that was the super seal had already popped off. That's the dollar store kind. It just popped off. Boom. So it's now drenched in water. 6 seconds in, the Rubbermaid lid popped off. And it took a full 60% longer for the Tupperware one to come off. So that right there shows you that ours are made for perfection, not, or for last. They're made to keep your food fresh. They're made to give you more for your money. That's why you want to buy Tupperware. And another really cool statistic is that the accuracy of our seal, like the accuracy that we have, the precision that is made to make ours liquid tight, because you all know you can take a Tupperware bowl, turn it upside down, you can throw it around and it doesn't leak. And that's because the specifications of ours, the accuracy is 1/16 of a strand of hair. So take your hair, split it into 16 pieces. That is the accuracy, the precision of our seal. And that's what makes ours better. Okay. So things like this are things that we have to educate people on, and we have to let them see this. So 95% of the people out there know the name Tupperware and they've seen Tupperware, but they don't know how to get it. In fact, our penetration into the market, the number of people that we're seeing is less than 5%. We are not widening our contacts. We are stuck in a little hole, and we're just talking to the same people, and we're just going to our VIP groups, and we're not reaching new customers. And we've got to get to those new customers so they can find us. And let's face it, I am not just starting out. I've been around for a while, but when I first started with Tupperware, I was just starting out and I didn't have a lot of money. And the reason I bought Tupperware is because it was going to help me save money. And I started small, but I started to build. I had little kids, and the people that were like me, who didn't have a lot of money, are the people who need Tupperware. And those are our customers that we are not reaching right now. We've got to reach those people. We've got to find new ways to get them. And so that's why social media is so powerful. Using the different avenues of social media, which means we've got to try something new ourselves. I went to a community college and took a class on Instagram so I would understand how it works. I'm going to take one on TikTok because I haven't figured that. I just don't feel comfortable with that one yet, but that's another one. And you know what? We don't have to feel comfortable doing these things. Sometimes we have to be uncomfortable doing these things, but that's where we're going to reach folks. And one of my other friends was just at a global conference for Tupperware business leaders from all around the world, and she was talking to some folks that are really blowing things up and doing really big things, and they said that they have really honed in on Instagram and on TikTok and using, so you can do a video and you don't have to do 3 different things. You do one video and it can go to Facebook and it can go to TikTok and it can go to Instagram. They can all go to the same place, but it's going to hit different markets. And that's what we want to do to get there. So I'm sharing these things because I also want you to know that Tupperware's trying to do what they can to help us get there. They're helping us to reach new people. And you know what? We have a corporate office, a global office, That is, and yeah, Kelsey, I'm glad you said that, because Kelsey, I'm going to have to get you on, because I know Kelsey was sharing with me that she did a TikTok and had like, how many viewers was it? Like 200 and like 24,000 or 240,000. She had a ton of people see her do her TikTok. And you know, it's just eye catching. You know, it's like it catches their attention, and you're not selling so much as you're just using it. You're making, you could go on and do a recipe and just, you know, be using your Tupperware, and you're doing it. And then it can find people. 26,000 people are followed her and watched this TikTok. So, and Kelsey just hit level 7 of Confidence Start and earned her complete cookware system. So, you know what? It goes to show these are the places that we need to work. So, as I was saying, I want to share with you something that Tupperware is doing, because, you know, it's going to be announced the end of this week. And I'm going to go ahead and give you a little like recap of it, because you may hear about it. And I want you to look at this with the right viewpoint, okay? Because I've already been here. I've already gone through this. The company's done this before, and they've tried these things before. And so they are looking, like our global office knows that we have to reach people where they are. And so one of the things that they've created is this department that's called the omni-channel department. And it's a global, and so we're the US direct sales. Okay. So we're this arm, but there's this other arm over here that's the global omni-channel. And they're looking at all the ways in all the countries that they can reach customers. So like they did this test in Mexico, where they worked with a store that does something like green stamps. Are y'all familiar with green stamps? It's probably before your time, many of you. But you basically buy, it's a loyalty club. You know, here in my area, we have a Harris Teeter. We get loyalty points, and I get discounts on gas, you know. And so you have different stores do different things. Well, in this particular store, they had a promotion that when you had so many points in this grocery store, you could redeem it. And they had this big display with a giant Tupperware water bottle that you could get this water bottle for free. It was Tupperware. It was putting Tupperware in front of people. And it was very successful. And people were like going crazy, so much so they couldn't even, they couldn't keep up with the demand of people that wanted these water bottles. And so, of course, once these people had this one water bottle, they wanted more water bottles. So what did they do? They had to find a Tupperware consultant, because the grocery store didn't have the complete line of products. They just had this water bottle that you could get. In another market in Argentina, they basically had this little intro store kind of a thing. It was kind of like a little market things. Now, Tupperware tried something like this many years ago in a mall, and we had mall showcases, and we actually had one. We had to set up in a mall showcase. We had to be there every day. And let me just say, guys, it sounds like a great idea, but it is hard work to have to be there every day from 10 in the morning till 10 at night, to stand there by this cart and hope that somebody walks by. But in Argentina, they kind of took it a little bit differently. It was kind of like a store within a store kind of a thing. And once again, it was only a very small grouping of products that they made available, but in every product, it had a QR code that took them back to the direct sales website so that they could buy the product. Yes, Colleen, you did. It was hard. But here's what would happen is that they'd go to this store, the store within the store, they would buy this Tupperware product. They go home, they go, wow, this is really great. I need some more of these. Well, they would scan the QR code, because we all know how to do that since 2020, right? And it would take them to the direct sales website so that then they could find a local consultant. And both in Mexico, where they were doing this, and in Argentina, where they did this, they have seen phenomenal growth. So the key is that, you know, we did this in the United States, where we did this kind of a experiment thing. And we learned that maybe the way we did it wasn't the right way to do it, but we don't hide, we keep looking. So we're trying new things. Tupperware tried this, back last year with QVC, and we tried that back 10 years ago, 15 years ago. And actually, I guess it was 20 years ago we did that, because I actually did the demo for them on HSN when we were on HSN. But it helped us. We sold some products and we got some customers that wanted to connect to us, but it wasn't the smartest thing. So they tried the Zoo, that, and that didn't quite work. And then they tried Zulily, and they haven't had great success with that. So we are getting ready to test another vehicle of this, but they've kind of honed it down. They've kind of worked it a little bit differently. And you know what? It is a test, and we'll see how it works. But the reality is, guys, it's going to happen. It's out of our control. But what we can do is figure out how we can be the most visible people out there. So at the end of this week, we are going to be announcing that we are having a kind of a store within a store, a little showcase of 8 or so products in a big box store, and customers will be able to buy it off the shelf. They'll, so they can grab this product and they can take it home. Now, they're going to have to know the name Tupperware to know that this is one they want anyway, or they're going to have to look at it and go, this feels so much better than this product. I think I'll try this product. They're going to take it home. They're going to go, I really like this product. I need some more products. And then they're going to scan that QR code. And guess what? That QR code is going to take them back to our Tupperware website, our direct sales Tupperware website. It's going to say, find a local consultant. And that's how they're going to find us. But we're not going to wait for that, are we? We're going to be out there. We're going to be visible. We're going to be proud out loud. We're going to make sure that we have branding on our cars that say Tupperware. We're going to wear something that says Tupperware. We're going to have a name tag that says Tupperware. How many of you have a Tupperware name tag? If you don't have a Tupperware name tag and you want a Tupperware name tag, put a comment out there so that I can see that, because, we might just have to come up with a way for you to get a name tag. And you have something that says that. You want to have your mailers with you, and you want to get out and reach new customers. You want to have your business cards with maybe a QR code that takes them straight to your website. You want to be talking on social media every single day so that you're reaching people, and you want to get outside the people that you're in. So this is the keys, guys, because this is what we control. And we're going to make the biggest splash with us being out there in public and us being visible and us talking about Tupperware, that, we're going to have more customers than we know what to do with. Because like I said, there's 95% of the households out there that have not purchased Tupperware in the last 5 years. 95% of the households have not been touched by Tupperware in the last 5 years. We're hiding from them. Let's get out there and let's change that, okay? All right, so I want to go on a couple of things, and then I'm going to share some more ideas with you. But right now I want to ask, what's something already that's made you go, wow, I am so excited about what I'm hearing. I am changing the way I look at things. I am refocusing my energy on what I'm in control of and how I can make my business grow. I want you to put that in the comments, and Charlie's going to be checking that for me, and he just might pick a winner from somebody who's commenting. Okay. All right. So we are closing out the month, as I said, and I'll put this so you can see it bigger. But this is our, I don't like that one. I'll put it back over here. All right. So this is our bonus program. So you know that every month you make 25% on everything that you sell, which is great. And if you love Tupperware and you can get it at 25% off, that's even a better deal, right? But we want to remember that at the end of every month, we can get a bonus. Now, I don't know about you, but I've never worked another place that at the end of the month said, you showed up to work a lot this month, we're going to give you a bonus. No, they just said, okay, here's your paycheck. And I was talking to someone, earlier today, and she was saying, when I worked at this retail store, I made this much an hour, and I had to work when they told me I had to work, and they, and what days I had to work. And now at least I can do this, and I want to be able to, thank you, Michelle, you want to bump something for your car. All right. I like that idea. In fact, guys, tell me, what do you want? What do you want? because I just might have a challenge for you coming up on Thursday when we go into Record Breaker month for you to get stuff. So whether it's a name tag or whether it's something for your car, or whether it's a apron that says Tupperware, or whether it's a bag or something. So just tell me some things that you want, and that you can make that happen. Okay, so these are some bonuses that you earn every month, and with $1,500 in sales, that's what happens. And guys, check this out. We already have people that have earned $50 bonuses, $100 bonuses, $150 bonus, $250 bonus. And guys, this is going to blow your mind, but we have someone who's already earned $6,000 bonus, a $6,000 bonus on her personal sales already. I know, wow, that blows my mind. Because once again, it's not about sitting and waiting. It's about getting out there and making yourself visible and looking for new opportunities, looking for new business opportunities. Karen Edwards, I'm going to do a shout out to her. She and her family, they bought a camper after 2020. She used her Tupperware. She started her business, and she used the money that she made as she started her business to invest in a camper because they wanted to travel and they wanted to go places. But it was important for her to be able to make some extra money, while she's out there, because they're on vacation. She's got to make money. So every time they go to one of these RV camps, she sets up and she has a sale, and she sells Tupperware products that she got at a discount. When they're on sale, she stocks up and carries it with her, things that she earned for free. She takes orders, runs a party, orders free stuff, puts that out there. And she says, we have paid for every trip that we went on with the money that I made by looking for a different opportunity to be able to expand my business and to expand my reach. And that's truly what has helped her team to grow. So this is a really important thing. So this is one of the bonus programs that we have right now that you can be working with. And of course, we also have something for our new people, and that's for our new consultants who join us, that you can get great products. And so right now we have new consultants that can earn this premium glassware for submitting their first order. And you know what? Someone could join today and they could literally start a party tonight, and they could have sales tomorrow to close out the month with the specials that are ending, and they could qualify for this premium glassware. And look at this. We already have people this month that have qualified for this. We have some that have gone on even more and have qualified for their first level of confidence start to get the canister set or the vent and serve, and also to qualify for the 360 commuter mugs. So, we have time to do what we want to do, and we have time to get out there and make things happen as well. All right, so we are in the final 24 hours of Team Weeks. You all know that I kicked off a little challenge for our Thirstquake containers, and that you can earn those. Now that was a 3-day challenge. And it was really a 48-hour challenge, noon on Monday to noon on Wednesday. But, I'm feeling like I might extend it a little bit. So I probably am going to let it go till 5 o'clock tomorrow. And so you still have time to get in on that. And you can do that by starting an instant party now. So that's one of those things that I want you to think, what can I do that's new, that's different? What's an instant party? It's when you reach out to somebody and say, hey, I'm in a challenge and I need to add another party to my business. I need to, and I'm looking for someone to help me out. Would you be a friend and be my lifesaver and help me out? Will you throw me a bone and, help me out? You always want to ask things like, can you do me a favor? Can you help me out? Would you be my one? I just need one more person to do this for me, because we're women and we like to help each other. So we want to reach out and help people. So I want you to do that. I want you to start an instant party now. Now you can start your own and do it, but I want you to send messages. In fact, right now, I want you to make a list right now of like 5 people that you have not messaged, that about Tupperware. Now, I know last week Shannon shared on our page about the green dot game, where you basically look to see who's got a green dot by their name on Facebook, so you know that they're on, and you message them. Never do these things in groups. Do them individually. Send it to them, okay? In fact, let me just say, how many of you have already tried that? Because I saw, Colleen, you had shared that you had been doing that. Go ahead and share some of the results that you're getting when you use the green dot game. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch last week. You can put green dot in the search bar. You can go look under the guides. It's in there. Shannon Daniel is sharing with you how to do it. And you've got to go and message these people. And you just, and some of the word choices could be, hey, I'm in a challenge. I just need one more person to help me out. And just share some things, let me invite a few friends to see what's new in Tupperware. We'll do it right here on Facebook. It's really simple, really easy. Could you help a girl? Could you help a girlfriend out? Can you help a friend out? Will you be my one? Just something like that. And you always end with a question because they feel like they have to answer. Brownie Wise always said, you do a choice of something or something else. You always leave people with like something that they have to respond to, right? And so they say, okay, I will say, great. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to set up a quick event, set up a quick group, whichever way you do your parties. You're going to do that. You're going to then send it to them, and you're going to ask them to start inviting people, but invite them first. And you give them the words to say to invite the people to the party, so that people are going to want to, hey, can you do me a favor? We're having an instant party. Can you hop on over to this page and just check out what's new in Tupperware? Okay. And here's the thing, guys, you want to have this group and event set up before you get her to start inviting. So you're going to set up the group and event, and you're going to have the first thing there is something that they respond to. Something like, how many M&Ms are in this canister? How many of this are in this bowl? How many pieces of popcorn are in my that's a bowl? How many candy corns are in my tumbler? You just, whatever, you put something out that people can see. And you're going to have another one right after that you're going to post that's something like, everybody knows Tupperware. Show me the Tupperware in your kitchen. And if you don't have any Tupperware in your kitchen, find a picture somewhere else. Or you could say, show me a piece of green Tupperware. If you don't have any, Google it and find it. But ask them to share a story on it. Because I always say, everybody has a memory. Everybody has a memory of Tupperware. One of my earliest memories was these little bowls that my mom had. They were little mini cereal bowls. They looked like cereal bowls, but they were little miniature ones. And she would that's what she would make pudding in. And we would have our little chocolate pudding, our Jello chocolate pudding. And it was like my favorite thing because, we'd cook it and we'd put it in there. And we didn't have to put the wax paper over the top so it didn't get that skim on it, because she sealed it in the Tupperware and it didn't get the skim. And I can still remember eating my chocolate pudding out of that little bowl. And so, that would be my story. That's what I would say. I'd say, tell me your memory of Tupperware, one of your earliest memories. People would go, my grandma used to make biscuits in this bowl. My grandma used to make me a milkshake in this, or my mom used to make this milkshake for me. That's going to play on people's emotions. And that's what's going to drive them in there as well. So with this instant party, you set up the group. You have these posts ready. You have one already up. You have the other one ready to go right afterwards. You share with her the link to it. She's going to personally invite, hey guys, hop on over here, and just join in. It only is going to last a day, and you could be entered to win some cool prizes. So now you've got a party started, and you're going to just hit it with it. It's not like planned out for a long time. It's going to be right now. Today it starts, and it's going to be over tomorrow. That's an instant party. And we could all do this tonight and have one. In fact, we could all do a party like this every single day. And there's actually I think she's an executive manager. She's in one of the other companies in our region. She has a party registered for every single day for the next month. Now, I don't want to think that far in advance. I want to do them right now, every day. Just start a party every day. Get up every morning, start an instant party with somebody every single day. go live and share a recipe using a product that's on sale. So, you could do something with one of the products that we have right now that's going to be ending tomorrow, and you could do a little quick video with it and share. You could do like Charlie and I were making biscuits the other day and using the rolling pin, and he was using the Power Chef, the supersonic, because that's in the kit. It's something we sell all the time, and he's making it with the rolling pin. It's only available right now. You can get it, and they're going to see it and they're going to, oh, I love that recipe. I want to make that, because they can't make the things without the products, right? We want them to think that they can't make the recipe without the product. We don't have to sell it. They decide they want it. All right. Right now, I want you to reach out to 10 people and ask them to help you out by sharing a post on their page. We can all do that as soon as we get off of here tonight. And we're going to be off of here in just a short while. So you can all go and do that and share it with 10 people. Ask 10 people to share a post on the page tomorrow. And you can share with them some of the really cool things that we have right now as well. I'll share one of those with you in just a second. And you know what? Everyone makes a difference, because we are going for big activity right now. We have the most parties booked, most parties registered, 14 weeks, which ends tomorrow. We have that we are number 2 in sales, and we're only 10,000 away from number 1 for the month. So I think if we hit this thing like hard today and tonight and tomorrow, we can finish as the number 1 company in the region, and we can have 100% activity. And every one of your directors has been challenged, and they've shared this with you, I hope, that I am giving away some exclusive big ticket products. I'm giving away cookware. I'm going to give away some Ultra Pro. I'm going to give away a pot pressure cooker. I've got several of our, the big ticket items I'm going to give away, and you have different ways your team can be in the drawing. So, your team can get a prize. So like, there's going to be a definite winner for the team that has the most people who've hit submit. Sheer volume, most hit submit, that's a prize. There's going to be the one who has the highest percentage of people on the team, because some teams are bigger than others. So the team that, like, if the team has 30 people and they have 18 people who hit submit, that's a higher percentage than the team that has 50 people and only had 20 hit submit. So they could do that one, right? So that's a good one. So that's another way that they can win. And then the team that has the highest sales per person can do it. And I saw, Kathy, you're calling out your team, because Gold Crushers was one of the first ones, right? They were number 1 for one of the categories. And that's the thing. You want to be one of those. And then when we hit our magic number of 67% activity for the company, everybody's going into another drawing for another prize, maybe 2, maybe 3. The more we do, the more I give away, because I get carried away. All right. So let's make it a big day of activity. This next 24 hours, 26 hours that we have left to close out September. It's my birthday month, guys. So let's do this. All right. And of course, as I said, I'm going to extend this. And when these are our 5 folks who've already qualified for this, you can still get her done and get this and be one of the ones who get this as well, because we've still got all day tomorrow to sell $300. And guys, here's the one I'd be focusing on. This is the coolest thing. The Cervalier sets for $69, and they get the set of tumblers free. You could be posting this. You could be sharing this. You can be talking about this. You could ask somebody to share this one for you. I'm going to share this image because it's such a cool looking image, and it's real, right? It's a real life image, and you can show that. There are over 10,000 of these still available. So we're not going to sell out tomorrow, but hey, if we can sell them out, let's do it, right? Wouldn't it be great if we, hooray, sold 10,000 of these in the next 24 hours? But let's really focus on that. If this isn't the one you want, I do get carried away. I know the apple definitely doesn't fall far from the tree. That's why Corinne gives away so much, because she gets it and honest. So but you could pick the cereal stores. I mean, the cereal stores are great, right? But it's almost like a BOGO. Those are so great, and give ideas on what you can use the cereal stores for. Show 2 or 3 different pictures. Once again, you can go online and you can look and you can Google and you can find all kinds of pictures. If you have pictures, guys, post them on the page, share with each other. I know Jenny Hagler had some really cute pictures of things that she did. So she was putting those out there. So go ahead and put those things out there for everybody to see and share with that. So not only is your cereal store great for your cereal, you could put yarn in it and you can use it to keep your yarn from getting all muddled up, and you can have it come out the hole, and then you can be crocheting or knitting and your yarn is in there. You can use it to make that Candy Crunch, or as Terry Bird always calls it, Halloween crack, where you do the white chocolate popcorn and you have the M&Ms and things too, and you have that all mixed together. You can put it in there, put bows on it, and give it as gifts to people. You can use it to make some like popcorn balls and stuff. You can use it for a travel container when you're traveling for snacks. There's just, so many different ways. You can use it for detergent, to pour your detergent out, especially if you don't want it to get clumpy, if you use the powdered detergent. So just get there and show some of the different things. That can be what you focus on. You ask somebody to post for you. You have to give them the picture, give them the image, make it look fun. You got to give them the words to post, make it fun, use emojis, put some big emotions, big fun stuff in there. And then as soon as they do it and they tag you, you start commenting. You have some more things to post. So if you're doing the cereal stores, then as soon as they make that first post and they tag you in it, you're going to post all these different images of things. If you're using this one, you're going to show these bowls, and you're going to have different bowls showing different things in there. Because what a great set of bowls. All 5 of these bowls for $69. And hey, if we promote it like other people do, it's a 10 bowl set, because you get 5 bowls and 5 seals. And now you're going to get 4 tumblers and 4 seals. So that's really an 18-piece set that they're getting for $69. So we can build this one as well, right? So let's do that. Okay. And then of course we still have our host gifts. Now tomorrow is the close of the Modular Mates. So once again, if you've got someone who loves Modular Mates, they can sell $500 in a day. I will tell you they can, because I did it last month. I had someone who really wanted something that was ending, and she sold $500 in one day. And she did a post on her page, and I did the rapid fire after that. And that's how she got the sales. So, use these ideas to get that. Okay. And don't forget the Go-Go Gadgets ends tomorrow as well. This is your last chance to get this 5-piece gadget set for just $49 as well. Okay. But Thursday starts Record Breaker Month, and Record Breaker Month is huge, and we want to keep adding the parties, bringing more parties in. We don't want to stop. We want to hit the ground running. So already have some folks lined up to hit that are going to help you out on Thursday. So if you ask somebody to do it today, they say they can't do it today. Say, that's okay. What about Thursday? Because see, sometimes people will say, I can't do it today. What about Thursday? What about Saturday? What about Monday? So you always have to offer something else, right? Give them another day, because you're in control of what you offer. So you give them a chance to get started right away, not 6 weeks away, in the next week, in the next 3 days. Get it started with a 350 party with 2 bookings. And you always want to make sure you get the bookings. Your host is going to be able to choose either the set of 4 plates and 4 tumblers for $15, or they're going to be able to get that amazing salad spinner for $29. And guys, this is the best salad spinner ever on the market. I have the older version. I'm going to see if I can find, I don't think I have one of this one, but I'm going to see if I can find one. At least I'll show my old one so you guys can see how wonderful it is and how it works. All right. So you've got that as the first level. And then of course, at the $500 level, we have 3 host gift specials. So we have the one in the catalog, and then we have 2 new. I am going to go live and share with you the beautiful red set. I just got that one in, so I can show you. In fact, I have, look at that. Is that not gorgeous? Look how festive and pretty that is. And if you've never seen those little dip trays, oh my gosh, they are the best. They're little dip containers that fit inside your bowl. So you can have your veggies and your dip, you can have your chips and your salsa, and you can have your own little thing there that you can do. So this is our $500 special. And then at $750, they get to take advantage of this. It's an exclusive shopping for host. It's like the only people who can buy these 2 items are hosts that can get one or both of these. And the cool warmer thermos, the cool, warmy thermal jug. It's just adorable. It's so cute, and it's half price because it's a $98 value. So they're going to get it for $49. And then, of course, the Eco Thermal bottle. Some of you have that. It's a metal water bottle, guys. Metal water bottle, and it will keep your water cold for like 10 hours. And so they have an option to get that as well at $750, and then at $1,000 in sales, they get double credits. Now, last week, Michelle Davis shared with you some tips and ideas on how you can build $1,000 parties, how you can get 2 or 3 people to work together to have a $1,000 party. And I'm just going to say, guys, you want to have a party every single day next week. You want to have a party every single day next week, because you're going to have a chance to get some really cool stuff next week for yourself. And we're going to have some new specials next week that are going to start on Thursday. So you want to be ready with those folks lined up. So that's why tonight you're going to reach out. 25 people tonight, you're going to ask to have a party for you. And if they can't do an instant party today, they can do it tomorrow. If they can't do it tomorrow, they can do it Thursday. If they can't do it Thursday, you're going to ask them if they can do it Friday. You're going to ask one person every single day to start an instant party. You're going to stop posting just in your VIP group, and you're going to start posting every day on your personal page, not something that you're selling, but something that you're doing with your Tupperware, something that you're using, a recipe, something that you're making. You're going to share maybe a Tup Social video with just a recipe of something that's being cooked, so that you're going to reach a different group of people. You're going to ask 5 people a day to share a post for you. So, last week, Corinne gave y'all a challenge of 25, 5 a day challenge. Start doing that today. If you didn't do it last week, you can do it today. We're going to give you that chance to continue that. 5 days, 5 contacts, okay? 5 a day, asking people to post for you, to help you out. Because think about the number of people you're going to reach. If 5 people that have never posted for you post on their page, and you start commenting, you might reach 5 people, you might reach 20 people, you might reach 100 people that have never seen you before and never seen you, Tupperware before, or haven't seen Tupperware in the last 5 years. So it's going to help you expand your reach. If you do that 5 times with 5 people and you reach 25 new people, that's 125 every day. Now, guys, those people are then going to be commenting. You're going to reach out to them. You're going to ask them to post on their page, and you can give them a free gift if they post on their page, and they're going to expose you to a whole new group of people. This is viral. This is what we're aiming for. We're widening our funnel. We're taking control. We are not hiding. We are out there. We are finding success, because that's what we do. All right, so just a quick look, and I'm not going to spend much time on these tonight, but I want you to start thinking about, what are you going to talk about when you talk about these? All right, so I already see the 12-inch round. We always love that one. It's always a great one. And they have a choice of either getting it with the pretty red, or they can get a surprise color. Grab some of the pictures that show you what you can do with it and start promoting that. Then you've got the baking sheet there, and you could be doing the maybe making the crack, the Halloween crack. Use your big mixing bowl. That bowl's as big as that's a bowl, the big one. Make a bunch of it, throw it on caramel corn, caramel popcorn. Super easy recipe. Put it on the tray, to the silicone mat, so it can get cold. You could do Rice Krispie treats. You can use your ice cream scoop to make Rice Krispie treat balls for Halloween. You got your rolling pin. You can make your biscuits and show that. And that cake decorator, oh my gosh, I can't wait to show you guys how to use that, because it's so much fun. There's so much great stuff you can do with that. We have this kids set, and we have the quick shake, or the large all-in-one shaker and the small all-in-one shaker, buy one, get one. We have the spaghetti dispensers, which are the perfect thing for all of your layered desserts, your layered cookies, your layered brownies, your layered soup mixes that make great gifts. And why give a jar that's going to get broken when you can give this and they can use it forever and ever? But the kids set's also going to be great, because you can go to those moms who have the kids that are, like 5, 6, 7, 8, that are at that age. They want to do something fun with the kids, have a little interactive cooking party, and you get them to schedule that. maybe in their home, maybe they have a clubhouse, someplace where they can get, 5-10 kids around a table. You pre-order these. So they go ahead and they pre-order these. This can be the party favor. You could do cooking schools, little cooking classes for kids, and you can have this, and you can have, these set up, and they pre-order this. What they pay covers the cost of ordering them and the food that you're going to get. So and then each kid gets to go home with their little baking set. So you could charge $35 to come to this cooking class. They're all going to go home with their own little baking set. You're going to order them all in together. You're going to have them all. They're going to be set up. They're going to make their little cookies there. You're going to cook them right there, and voila. They're going to be so excited. The moms are going to want to buy more Tupperware because they saw how much fun it is. And your host that did it is getting free Tupperware because she did the party. All right. Then this set, I just got to tell you, this is so stinking cute. And that big one there, this is the big set, guys. This is a 10-cup container. So these are going to be great for 3 different gifts that you can give. There'll be great housewarming gifts. There'll be great teacher gifts. There'll be great. You could use these. You could do your own fundraiser for breast cancer awareness. If you have a special group that you want to promote, if you're a breast cancer survivor, this could be what you're going to sell this month. And you're going to really focus on, I'm donating, the money for every one of these purchased. I'm donating money towards the breast cancer awareness. So you're using this to get exposure, to reach new customers, and to make, build your sales for this month as well. And then, of course, this one, oh my gosh, the giant canister. This is what used to be the original cake taker. This is what my grandma kept her cakes in, her amazing pound cake. This is what she kept it in because it was flipped over and you put the cake on the seal and you covered the top with the container. But you can do lots and lots of stuff. This is also the one she always made her dressing for Thanksgiving dinner in. So, once again, share your story, share them, and they get this for $10 with a $100 purchase. So start thinking about how you're going to group things and how you're going to show it. Good, better, best, small, medium, large. Give people choices and they will buy what you have to see there as well. All right. So I want to tell you about 3 last things before we go tonight. Something fun that we are going to be starting coming up August 2023. We are going to Orlando, Florida for our Jubilee. And we are going to be doing something super fun, super cute. A friend of mine shared this they do it in their company. And it's great because it helps everybody it helps cover everybody's room cost. Okay. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to have a monthly fundraiser, and we're going to be doing different things. We might be selling t-shirts. We might be doing raffles. We might be doing some sort of a cooking class, virtual cooking class that people pay to come to. And all of the money that's raised, and every director is going to be running one of these, and all the money goes to one pool. It goes together. And everybody who registers for Jubilee and attends Jubilee gets part of that money. And the goal is we're going to cover this, 20 rooms. We're going to make enough money to cover 20 rooms at Jubilee. And so then, it's like everybody gets a piece of that. Gets to cover their cost for the rooms. Sometimes it's more. You might get even more money. Sometimes they said that they raise so much money that they have spending money for when they're there, for their travel and stuff. This is one of the things that one of the big companies in Canada does as well. And they typically will bring 200 people from Canada to Jubilee because they do a monthly fundraiser, and that money goes into an account that everybody that registers to go to Jubilee gets a piece of. Jubilee registration will be opening soon, and there will be a payment option, so you don't have to pay it all at one time. You can pay it over the course of a few months. So get ready. So and we're going to start this in October, and our first October one, we're going to be doing a raffle. So every week, I'm going to start posting. These are the things we're going to be raffling off. You get a chance to buy your raffle tickets. We'll start it on Thursday. It'll run till Monday night at Move It Monday. We'll do the raffle and we'll give it away. And that money goes into it. So every week there'll be a new raffle. And there'll be 3 or 4 or 5 different prizes that will be given away. So you'll have a chance. And that money will go into this fund so we can get started. As I said, Maybe some more fun stuff coming that you're going to want to get in on so that you can help us raise the money and you can get your place at Jubilee. I want to remind you that next Tuesday, October 4th, we have our next pop-up kitchen, and we're going to be using some of these fun new sets. We're going to be using some things that you can make and package in Tupperware, which will be really fun. So you're not going to want to miss out on that. We've got the pop-up kitchen group. You're going to want to start adding people to that group. And then we're going to invite people to bring their friends to the party there, to bring a party to the group. You're going to invite people yourself to come to it. You're going to, you could be hosting a mystery host party yourself. You're going to share it in your feed. You're going to share it on your page. You're going to invite people just randomly to be a part of this so that they can take advantage of it. So once again, as you're reaching out to people, they don't want to have a party on their own page. Hey, would you like to come to our pop-up kitchen? You're going to get to learn some fun new recipes and be in some drawings. All right. We also have this coming up Thursday, October 6th. That's Thursday week, our Stepping Up. Come join me and learn what's in store for you when you make the decision to grow your business. You don't hide, you take control, you make it grow. And then this Thursday, for all of our new folks, welcome, welcome, welcome. Come meet and greet. Also, this is a chance for you to bring people that you want to grow in Tupperware, that you want to meet Tupperware. You want them to come and learn about Tupperware, because I'm going to share with you everything you wanted to know about what Tupperware where it can take you, and what does it take to be successful in this business. And it's 30 minutes, and you'll learn, and I'll do everything I can to help share what it takes to be successful in this business. Because you know what? In 42 years, I can tell you, I know what it takes to be successful in this business. And I can tell you that if you'll do these things that I'm suggesting to you, you will be successful, because I'm never going to ask you to do something that I haven't done. And if I've done it, I know it works. All right. So this is the key, guys. You want to take it and you want to run with it. So right now I'm going to ask you all to be sharing. Charlie's going to pick me I need some winners. Charlie, could you give me? Oh, he's been picking winners. Okay. Have you posted them? Yeah. Okay. Well, I didn't see him. So Charlie's been picking winners all night. Okay. That's okay, Charlie. He just put them back in the chat. Put them in the thing. And put them on a banner. Let me know who won. Charlie said he's picked several winners tonight, so that's awesome. He's going to have them noted for me as well. But I'm going to close tonight with this. While you're waiting, someone else is doing it. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to be the one waiting on the sideline. I want to be the one right in the middle of it. I want to be holding on to the tug of war, and I want to be the one giving the pull. I want to be the one that's crossing the finish line first. I want to be the one that's taking my team with me, and we're all rowing together, and we are going places. Because you know what? The rest of the year is going to be the best of the year. Fourth quarter is going to be amazing, but even more so, what we're going to accomplish together in this next 26 hours is going to be mind-blowing. And I know we can do it, because together we are better. All right. So Sylvia Pratt, Michelle Allison, both winners tonight. I'm going to go back and look through the comments and see what some of the things are you guys want, because I'm going to be doing some challenges for you to earn some of those. But I just might pick a couple more winners. So you start talking, you start telling me what you're excited about, what you're doing with what you learned tonight, what you're starting on right now, what you're getting out there and doing and not hiding, what you're going for in this next 24 hours. And I'm going to give away some more prizes. So Charlie, let's have some music. Let's get going. Thank you all. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you all, everybody. I love you guys.